Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about the practice of English language teaching, Chapter 10, Sitting and Grouping Students, Harmer Jeremy. This slide, I'm going to talk about changing seating arrangement. Main point. Rearranging the classroom can create different learning atmospheres and support various activities. Jeremy Harmer explains that teachers don't need to keep the same seating plan all the time. Changing how students sit can refresh the class and match different lesson goals. For example, you can start the lesson with students in a circle for discussion, then move them into pairs for practice. Even though moving chairs and desks can be a bit messy or take time, it can make a big difference in energy levels and student interaction. The key is flexibility, being willing to adjust the space to match the task. Teachers who adapt to seating are more likely to create engaging and student-centered classroom. The advantages of grouping students. Main point. Grouping students bring social, psychological, and learning benefits. According to Harmer, when students work in pairs or groups, they don't just practice language, they also learn how to cooperate and communicate. Working with others lowers anxiety, especially in speaking tasks, because students feel safer talking with peers than in front of the whole class. Groups also allow more student talking time as they think, which is very important in language learning. Instead of one student talking while others listen, multiple students can be speaking at the same time. Also, students often help each other. Explaining things to a classmate helps reinforce their own understanding. Grouping builds confidence, social skills, and deeper language practice. Possible problems with grouping. Main point. Grouping students is useful, but it can create management and participation issues. While grouping offers many advantages, Harmer also warns about potential problems sometimes. One student may dominate the group, others may stay silent or not participate. Some groups may go off task and talk about unrelated things. Also, when students of very different levels are grouped together, the stronger students may do all the work, while the weaker ones, don't contribute much. To solve this, the teacher must observe carefully, give clear instructions, and set specific roles, for example, note taker, timekeeper, speaker, to make sure everyone is involved. Classroom management is key to successful group. Student sitting and grouping to support learning goals. Main point, how we arrange and group students should support the activity purpose. Harmer emphasizes that the task should decide the arrangement. For example, person or grammar explanation, prose may work best. For speaking practice, pairs or small groups are better. For feedback sessions or discussions, a horseshoe allows everyone to see each other and feel included. There is no best arrangement for every lesson. The teacher should think, what do I want students to do? Then decide the seating or grouping that makes it easiest for them to succeed. When used this way, classroom setup becomes a tool that supports learning. Teacher awareness and flexibility. Main point, effective teachers are aware of the classroom setup and adjust it as needed. At the end of the chapter, Harmer highlights the importance of teacher awareness. Great teachers don't just allow a routine, they notice what's happening in the classroom and respond. If students are bored, confused, or not interacting, maybe it's time to change the grouping or seating. If a lesson needs more energy, a quick rearrangement of chairs can wake students up and bring a fresh mood. Harmer encourages teachers to be reflective practitioners, to ask themselves, is this setup helping my student learn? If not, don't be afraid to try something different. Right, I think it's enough for me to this point. Thank you for your nice attention and see you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.